not a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter on either side, but it was just enough to pull out a 2-point victory or something.
Yeah, a lot of fire in the first period, a lot of fire in that third period, coming out of the locker rooms and coming off the tip. Just did seem to trickle down. What do you attribute that to, looking at it again?
Yeah, I think, we make adjustments and they make adjustments. And, I think they did a little bit better job of taking care of the basketball against some of our pressure in those quarters, which, takes a little bit of energy out of us. When we get turnovers, we have a lot more energy, kind of helps things out. But then again, in the fourth quarter, we slowed it down a little bit, weren't being as aggressive as we could have been with that lead, playing a little more conservatively.
Let's, I guess, get into last night at Wapsie Valley. Really a commanding win as you got up at their place. But that place is always a tough place to go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always tough to play up there. We were talking about last night. Oldest gym in the conference has got to be by a lot. But always known as a tough place to play. So, they gave us everything we wanted in the first quarter. They came out ready to play and, made it tough on us, kind of made it ugly the first 4 or 5 minutes. And then we came out and had a big second quarter on them and kind of put it away from there. A lot of kids got time and a lot of kids, contributed to what we were able to do last night, and it was a good win for us.
And then you come in tonight. Dike-New Hartford comes on the floor, and again, this group, a competitive one to face up against, and you've already seen them once.
Yeah, we've seen them once, and I come in at tonight with a lot of confidence, really. I know they're a really good team, and we've had trouble with them in the past, but we played them up at their place. I know it was a 20-point game, but we got every look we wanted really up there, I felt like, for the most part. We got a lot of shots in the lane. We got a lot of shots, a lot of open looks from three that we just didn't knock shots down. We had a couple, careless turnovers. We got to make sure we take care of it against them. We can't have lazy, careless turnovers against them because they're going to force a few just by how hard they play. So we've got to really avoid those careless ones. And we just got to knock a few shots down.
What are you seeing lately from Dike-New Hartford and just the scouting of them, how they've progressed this season? What are you going to expect to see from them tonight or anticipate seeing them from tonight?
Yeah, they've had a couple girls step up for them throughout the year. The younger knock girl in particular, she stepped up and played some more minutes for them. She's long and she can shoot it a little bit. She's just a freshman, but she creates a tough matchup for us. But their three main players, the Foster and Knock and Weber are all tough, individually. When you get them collectively, it's real tough against. So we're just gonna have to do a good job of picking our spots to being aggressive with them and not take too many chances with them.
Talk about your lineup. You work through your bench pretty good. Talk about your philosophy there of working your players in and out, and you've got a lot of young players this year too that you're working in and out.
Yeah, trying to get some kids some extra experience. Like we've talked about multiple times this year, that not having a ton of JV time, so using the opportunities we can to get a few minutes here and there out of people, get some others some breaks, and kids have stepped up and done a nice job for us. I think it's important to get some of them some extra minutes. We'll see what it brings tonight. With the level of competition we have, hopefully everybody's ready to go. But I anticipate kind of the same type of rotation we've been going through, that 8 to 9 rotation, and everybody contributing and knowing their role.
Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you at halftime of the boys' game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Head Coach Jordan Conrad on the pregame show. Back on the Heartland Technology pregame show, set for starting lineups here in just about 30 seconds. As coming tonight, boy-girl doubleheader, it's girls basketball. Dike-New Hartford coming in on the girls' end with a record of 14-1, Jesup 13-3, and have cracked the top 15 in Class 3A this year. So we'll see how things come out for this squad tonight. Let's go ahead and turn it over to public address announcer Dan Fox for starting lineups in Jesup.
Jesup High School proudly supports and practices good sportsmanship by supporting your team, respecting the abilities of the opposition and the decisions of the officials. You can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Gary Ewald, Rob Ratchford, and Nate Sharp. Now, the starting line. Hartford Wolverines, a senior, number 3, Ellie Foster. A senior, number 23, Morgan Weber. A senior, number 25, Katie Knott. A sophomore, number 33, Sophia Hoffman. A senior, number 43, Jill Everett. The Wolverines are coached by Bruce Stahl, assisted by Matt Dove, Amber Hubert, and Ashley Benninga. And now for our Jayhawks, a senior, number 5, Peyton Nicole. A sophomore, number 11, Amanda Toretto. A senior, number 21, Allison Clayhardy. A senior, number 24, Britt Lingenfelter. A senior, number 30, Bree Lingenfelter. The Jayhawks were coached by Jordan Conrad, assisted by Jason Pilcher, Bruce Wall, and Taylor Sickle. There's no national anthem. We'll go right in. Let's everybody stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, that's improvising, I guess.
Hey, I like it. That's the first time I think I've ever said the Pledge of Allegiance at a sporting event.
Well, it's always a first for everything.
That's right.
No pep band tonight, and didn't have the Jesup High School Orchestra ready to go
didn't
either.
have the music keyed up,
So
apparently.
to go. Luke, starting on it, where we sit tonight for these squads again.
Yeah, for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines, we've got Ellie Foster, Taylor Quayle. Ma'am,
You
I
even have pronunciations right.
I got these beforehand. Quali. Morgan, no, and she doesn't even start. Let's start over. Ellie Foster, Morgan Weber, Katie Knock, Sophia Hoffman, and Jill Alderts. And for your Jesup Jayhawks, we've got Peyton McCone, Amanda Treptow, Allison Flayhardy, Britt and Bree Lingenfelter. And with any luck, I'll get better as the night goes on.
You know, you think after 4 years of doing this together, we'd have it figured out.
Yeah. And, our friend up here from down the road at Dike calling the game on I think he's with the radio. My assumption is that he's with the radio. He actually gave me some of those pronunciations, and I still murdered it.
Well, congratulations. Anyway, this is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Marlin Technology. That's Luke Baldwin. I'm Nate Clayberg. Anthony Baugh, our on-site technical producer, and Eric Clark got his way out of bed, made his way to the gym tonight to operate the camera.
Dike-New Hartford pushing that ball down the court quickly, as they do often. Threw it out of bounds off the Jesup player, so they'll keep it on their end.
Still looking for that first score. Again, Dike-New Hartford, which just had one loss on the season. Going to take that baseline, move that ball quick, going to shoot outside, drop it in there. Count that in for Dike-New Hartford, and give credit to Katie Knock.
A lot of talent and a lot of senior leadership on this team. They start four seniors and one sophomore, it looks like. So these girls have been around a long time. I mean, we've got Morgan Weber down there. I swear she's a 17-year senior. I feel like I've seen her forever. And she's going to Wichita State next year to play basketball, and they've got a couple other girls going down the road. Katie Knock is going somewhere, and I know they've got at least one other gal they're heading down the road somewhere to play some sport. One of them's playing basketball, and maybe two of them volleyball. I don't recall, but I do know Weber is going to Wichita State to play volleyball.
You know, it's what's impressive. You look down on their bench, Luke, and it's pretty stacked. And you look at a school like Dike-New Hartford, that volleyball is king over there when it comes to girls sports, and they're able to sustain their numbers on that girls' side, too, for basketball.
Yeah, it's one of those schools, they're kind of like Cedar Falls Junior. They pull a lot of kids from the Cedar Valley. So they always have kind of a rotating door of athletic kids to choose from. So I don't think we'll probably ever stop seeing Dike-New Hartford in the upper tier of athletics.
Jesup still looking for that first point of the night. Weber, free throw attempt for her will go right in.
Lainey Pilcher checks in for the Jayhawks. She's going to give Peyton McCone a break.
Pilcher had a big night last night up at Wapsie Valley. I think she had 11.
Yeah.
She had 11 points last night.
Solid win for the Jayhawks. Came away with what was it, about 20, 30-point victory by the time it was all said and done.
And Lainey managed to leave some of her blood on the floor up there last night.
Did she?
With a bloody nose. So that was about an 8-minute delay when they had to get that taken care of.
She take a fist off the nose or what?
I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. And the account that her mother gave me, I'm sure, was not quite accurate.
I can imagine.
Treptow gets that knocked out of bounds.
Were you driving the bus last night?
No, I was watching on, they stream theirs on Facebook.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was watching that. And all of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, why is there nothing going on? I got a sense of what was happening.
So Ellery Knock into the game, just a freshman for the Wolverines.
Give and go quick. Shot up and knock.
They're going to get Amanda Treptow for the foul there. Tried for the block. Unfortunately got a piece of the hand.
Yeah, Jayhawks getting the 56-23 win last night up at Wapsie Valley.
Come on, Jesup.
I did get a text here from one of our Jayhawk coaches that, Jayhawks plan to end the DNH run, of dominance.
Good. Let's hope so.
I'm not going to give any names, but he's, seems to be a pretty tall power when it comes into
yeah, I can guess. I could guess. I'm all for it.
See what he's up to nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you could get that in the wintertime.
No. Get any of that up here?
Maybe. I bet
really not. That's really not my bag, but.
No, you don't really like that stuff. Maybe one.
Yeah. Larson into the game. She's going to replace Treptow, who is not happy. She is not happy with how things have started here. She also exits the game with 2 fouls, which is not good for the Jayhawks at all.
No. Jayhawks still looking for the first score. Again, 7 points up on that screen. And you see Knock sitting with 6 of them. And Weber with 1. And, Ellie Foster have been averaging 16.5 points per game this season. Morgan Weber in the rebounding end. A little over 7, 3.5 assists for Ellie Foster as well when you're looking at the team leads. Amanda Treptow, the sophomore, averaging 12.5 points. Peyton McCone, again, continues to dominate in rebounding, 7.8 rebounds per game. And Brianna Lingenfelter with 2.5. Like I did say, Jesup, right now, if you look at the last 5 games, all wins. Wapsie Valley yesterday, that was a makeup game, 56-23. Beat Denver, snuck out a win on Tuesday here, 46-44. Last Saturday over Grundy Center, 56-31. 54-44 win against Hudson back in the 20th, and beat Union over their place, 48-30. That was back January 16th.
Dike-New Hartford with the ball out of the timeout, moves it around the perimeter. 3-point shot, no good. Lainey Pilcher bringing the ball up the court for the Jayhawks.
She continues to improve every game on offense and finding her way and having the confidence to take shots. And there she is with that turnover.
Take it to the hole, Lainey.
Not afraid, draws a foul.
She'll get that foul every time. Yeah, she's just, been watching that kid since she was just a little kid, and there is no fear in there. She's she's going to be a stud before it's all said and done here.
Knock will have a seat for Dike-New Hartford. 5:16 to go in this first period. And the zero can go away officially with 2 points.
That's good. You don't want to get yourself dug into too deep of a hole against the Wolverines because that's an awfully tough climb out.
Ball back and forth. Dyke's going to recover, get it back on their floor. Foster, leading scorer, gets it in and out right side.
Jesup playing a 2-3 defense. Called jump ball. That's going to stay with the Jayhawks. Take it out underneath.
Four and a half. 4 team fouls for Jesup. 3 for Dike-New Hartford. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It will remain Jayhawk ball. And Brittany Lingenfelter will come and inbound that. Actually, Bree will.
Jayhawks playing that high post area, trying to get the ball into Lainey Pilcher. Look for somebody down low. So far, they haven't had great success just getting the ball to her.
And it's been a struggle just to even get some good shots off.
Yeah.
Dike seeing a strong defense by Jesup. And both Lingenfelters in there, along with Flay Hardy, Pilcher, and Alexis Larson. Foster matched up with a sophomore. Will dish that off. They continue on that 2-3 zone. Wide open Foster.
Nothing but net there.
Been there before. She can do it. As we said, averaging 16.5 points per game, 40% from the three-point line. Give and go to Flay Hardy.
That's
nice
how you break a
turnaround.
press. Get those shoulders square.
It's just been nonstop, back and forth.
Weber with the drive, loses it, regains it, takes it to the rack, draws the foul. This is one of those games I wouldn't be surprised if we see Natalie O'Connor come in just for her defensive ability.
Jayhawk Sports Network, Marlin Technology. Thanks for joining us tonight on Facebook Live, YouTube, or on local cable channel 400. The word is that there's sound tonight.
Hoffman and Weber. Hoffman in for Weber.
Because as I understand it, there was threats against Anthony's life if the sound wasn't working.
Well,
whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's just what I heard.
There's a lot of ways to watch and listen out there. Sometimes one of them might not work, and you gotta go to another option.
Under 3 minutes. Your adaptability skills are without doubt right on.
Guard that. Ooh. That's what you call a flop, folks. I'm gonna be real honest about that one.
Give and go. Jesup
Nice
really
feed
has
inside.
not.
There you.
Oh,
Man.
so many chances. If Flaherty's had some clean shots.
Thought you got a foul on that one, but I'm wearing plaid, not stripes.
So far.
Is this plaid? What do you call this? Flannel. Flannel? I don't know.
A flannel design.
15-2 Wolverines. Things are not going well for the Jayhawks in this first period as they turn it over once again here. We're just not making good passes. Got to lead the receiver a bit, snap it, and make sure whoever's catching has got those hands up and ready to receive.
First personal foul going to count against Alexis Larson.
Treptow back into the game. Peyton McCone also maybe going in, maybe not.
We're going to see a timeout taken. Head coach Jordan Conrad like a 30-second timeout as they will regroup, and just a real odd start to this one, Luke, as you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels a little mental to me. I don't feel like the Wolverines are putting on a full court press. They're experienced, they're quick, and all those good things, but it's not any tighter of a press than we've seen from other teams. Denver played some defense that I thought was much tighter than what we're seeing here tonight. You take care of the ball, be intentional with your passes, get after it. I just think they're kind of in their own heads here. Easy for me to say from up here. I'm just speculating, but
2-minute mark. Dike-New Hartford will have the ball. Wide open shot, left side, going to hit the rim, no good. Going to land right back in the hands of Dike-New Hartford. And we're going to see a foul down low, and that's going to be on Dike-New Hartford.
Taylor Kawali.
You've been waiting to say that.
Yeah, well, I tried earlier and I murdered it. I've always called her Kawali.
I'm sure we probably have.
Yeah.
Treptow takes away from that pivot foot, takes a bounce to the right side. Sophomore Pilcher has it.
Ooh, take that to the rack. Man.
A little extra step.
Follow your instincts, Laney. Follow your instincts.
Dike-New Hartford beat the Jayhawks back on December the 17th in their first meeting, 56-33. In that game, Ellie Foster had 19 points, Amanda Treptow 15. But Jesup was shooting 22% that night, although they made 7 3-pointers.
Clay Hardy with the foul on Weber. She'll go to the line to shoot 1. Try to make it a three-point play for her Wolverines. And she will.
$18 to 2. The score just continues to sneak.
Get in there. There we go. Maybe that's the little spark we need to get this machine running. Man, they get behind us on that baseline. That's a tough guard once they've got the ball down there, especially with Weber.
Yeah, you look at the height she has, and she's able to go that baseline. Ball out of bounds, Jesup ball.
She's so quick and jumps like a kangaroo. Bree Lingenfelter back into the Jayhawks, and we see Camille Landfair for the Wolverines for the first time tonight. Camilla maybe?
Yep, Camille Landfair. In the paint, gets loose, and Brittany Lingenfelter has to see that one dish off. Got to take that last shot here in this first quarter. Camille, I guess it's Camille.
Camille?
Camille.
All right.
In and out, taking that last shot, not going to happen. And the first period, 18-5.
Not the best period of basketball we've ever seen the Jayhawks play for sure, but hopefully Coach Conrad can make a few quick adjustments. Really, I think the girls just need a little extra pep in their step here and force a couple turnovers and get some fast break points, and we'd be right back in this thing. That's easier said than done, but
yeah, most definitely. There's a lot of experience out there, and I don't know. Just going to look back at Dike-New Hartford's schedule here. they last played, I guess, was Tuesday night, but, Jesup turned around quickly after playing Wapsie last night.
3 games in a week, that's tough. I mean, I play 1 game in a week and I'm about dead.
And you don't even play a full game.
No.
We're talking about basketball on your phone, right?
I went to the doctor, had a physical, Nate, and blood work and all. And
why does that scene from Fletch come to my mind?
Blood work was phenomenal. I'm healthy as a horse, but I'm borderline high blood pressure. And I told my doctor, I said, well, I don't exercise, my diet's a wreck, and I drink too much. Could that have anything to do with it? She looked at me and she says, yeah, that might have something to do with it.
Well, at least you're self-aware.
Yes. Juice, of course. I drink too much juice.
Well, that's what I thought you were getting at.
Too much of anything is not good.
Well, think about you. You at least commit what you're doing. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it well.
Well, and I told her, I said, I just bought a new pair of running shoes. Going to get my butt back on the treadmill and hopefully one of these days outside again. So. I wish there was a secret pill that I could take and just turn me into a stud.
Yeah, might be something out there.
Not
borderline
the
illegal.
little blue pill. I'm not talking about
no.
that sort of stud, but
no.
I got to remember this is family friendly, isn't it?
It's family something. There's a pick going in. Foster. They've missed a number of shots, too. Travel. It's going to be Jesup's advantage.
Yeah, see if Jesup can take advantage of this. Jesup's got to do a better job on the boards, too. I'm not seeing much blocking out going on. And, frankly, if you're not boxing out Weber and, Foster, some of these girls, they're going to jump right over you for that basketball. Almost got it down for Brittany Lingenfelter. A little strong. Feed inside. That's going to be a travel on Peyton McCone. It's a good feed, right idea. Feet just got ahead of herself.
Ellie Foster, cross midcourt. Wide open shot and
my goodness.
Whistle blown.
Yep. Because that was nothing but net. I believe Ellie Foster is one of them that's going to play basketball next year.
Flaherty comes off. Pilcher in still. So Aldert's 5'11" out there.
Coach Conrad doing a lot of mixing and matching here in the first half, trying to find a rotation that works for his Jayhawks.
Baseline. Lingenfelter, Treptow.
Too strong. Good push up the court by Weber.
She was focused on that dribble, her Hoffman. Pilcher cross midcourt. Force of Lingenfelter looked at that shot, decides to step in anyway off the bankboard.
Yeah, really nice step through there. That little kiss off the board. Jesup still in a 2-3 zone. And probably will stay there unless the Wolverines really get hot from outside and force them out of it. Good take by Brianna Lingenfelter. She's going to go shoot a couple.
Getting chimed in from a listener tuned in for basketball and ended up getting Luke's tips on life. Definitely worthwhile. So Ben Cameron enjoyed that.
Oh, hey, I'm here for you, Ben. If you got any questions,
if there's anything he needs, it's tips on life.
Feel free to submit questions. I can't guarantee the quality of the answer, but
yeah, if you've got any sort of life questions or fix-it tips you want Luke to try and answer, go ahead and put them on Facebook or text them to one of us if you've got our handle.
Yeah, if you're really happy with the way your life's going right now, ask me a couple questions. I'll take you down in a hurry. Feed into Weber. That will be her 11th point on the night, leading scorer for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. 5:20 to go in the second quarter.
Wide open, Lingenfelter. Britt
needed it. Nice shot by Britt Lingenfelter. Takes us to double digits. We need some stops, Nate. We got to get active with our hands. And
there you go. They give it to
That'll work.
With a charge. Knock with that
one. Britt Lingenfelter getting into position. Takes the charge. Taylor Qualley back into the game for the Wolverines. Jesup up the court quickly. Brie Lingenfelter, too strong. Amanda Treptow attempts the save in the corner there, unable to get to it.
Foster been in the entire game, I think, still moving out there. She's been sitting with 11 points. And bring that ball up the floor all night. 5'11" point guard.
Nice
Pilcher,
defense.
or actually McCone right there.
Quick feet by McCone, because that was going to be a score, I think, if Weber got her hands on that.
Yeah, it's almost like there's something holding back this Jesup team, and it's slowly getting out of their way.
Well, there is a mental aspect. You know, if you got a team like Dike who's had a ton of success over the years, you know they're coming in with only a one-loss record. So right off the bat, if you're not completely prepared for that mentally, you can pretty quickly get yourself in a funk. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I agree with you. There does seem to be a little slower step tonight.
So we're at 26-11.
On the bright side, I do have 6 50-50 tickets here.
Oh, you bought some?
I did. Why was that? You say that like you're surprised. I'm always here to support the Jayhawk.
Your boy Rob is enjoying your life lessons too. Even as risque as it can be.
Robbie?
But he's hacked into Tricia Fueling's account, so would that be accurate?
Rob Fueling.
Oh, it is Rob Fueling. It wasn't.
Okay, I had the wrong Rob.
Yeah, I was reading it wrong too. I'm like, why are they hanging out?
When you said he hacked into Tricia's account, I'm like, I don't think we're talking about the same Rob.
No, now we are what's known on the same page. Three-pointer, man. Foster
was a good 3 foot behind the line there.
I think anytime I see Rob, I'm just anticipating what he's going to say after that. Not Rob Fueling.
Yeah. Coach Dahl wanted a timeout, but didn't get it before the possession changed there, or before Jesup took possession after that shot.
Double team on the baseline from McCone. Pilcher comes across, trying to get open. Lingenfelter up high.
Man, Jesup just looking for anything here in the line of offense.
Thanks for following along the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Klaber. That's Luke Baldwin. Eric Clark on camera. Anthony Baugh run the magical suitcase tonight. Everything seems to be in order.
Firing on all cylinders here tonight.
If we can just overcome Dateline on cable, we'll be winning.
That's probably something political anyway, so enjoy some basketball.
Swatted. Go back towards Dike-New Hartford. They're going towards that north basket here in Jesup.
Flay Hardy checking back in for the Jayhawks. Peyton McCone will take a seat for a bit, while Coach Pilcher looks to be telling her, get tough down there, Peyton. That's the last girl you usually have to tell that to. Weber knocks down the first of a 2-shot foul. And she gets the second as well.
13 points for her. Both teams are in the bonus. Treptow struggling on the dribble, gets across midcourt.
Man, handles tonight. Just struggling to hang on to that ball.
Flaharty out to Treptow, going to jump that up. She's going to get fouled in the process.
Kowali with the foul. That's her second, I believe. What do we got going here?
Well,
we got some cheerleader stuff happening.
There was a youth girls cheer clinic that happened yesterday or Wednesday, I think.
All right.
After school, so they must be going to put on their show at halftime of the girls' game. So we'll have that for you.
Did they want me out there?
Go right ahead.
Nobody asked.
If you want to go down there and risk. Yeah, I think they came up and asked Anthony earlier if Luke could come down.
Yeah, I mean, anytime there's gymnastics involved, usually they want to see the tall, old, crippled up bald guy doing something, I would guess.
With approaching high blood pressure.
Oh, nice feed inside to Weber. Sophia Hoffman.
Up by 20.
Puts a little English on that pass. Amanda Treptow from outside. wanted the foul, didn't get it. Good defense. Way to get down the court, Amanda.
And it just looks like Jesup's just trying to piece it together right now.
It feels like they're running in a different material. Like Dike is on hardwood and Jesup's in mud or something.
Pilcher on a fast break. Free throw doesn't, or layup doesn't go. Foster. That far corner, she's going to take a little extra step. That will, there'll be knock. Ellery knock.
Camille Landfair into the game. Camille, just a freshman for the Wolverines.
Pilcher give and go to Treptow. Baseline, heaves it up. No good. Ball on the floor. Treptow tries to push that out before a whistle's blown for the jump. Brittany Lingenfelter. Rim no good. Ball still loose. Get that out to her sister. Reset that offense. Some ugly play there, but Jesup's going to hang on to it. Brittany looking to set and go. She's going to go in the paint. 4 or 5 missed shots on that possession.
I mean, that's what we got to do, though. We got to find those gaps and hit them because we are not probably going to get the ball down low to Flaharty or Pilcher and be effective with the defense that the Wolverines can put on the court. And our outside shooting has just been ice cold so far. So you got to put the ball on the floor and drive it to the hole and hope you draw a foul or get to the hoop.
Morgan Weber at 17 points, been averaging almost 9 per game this season. Free throw no good.
Nice feed by Amanda.
Finally.
Flaharty. That was a beautiful pass. Nice job by Flaharty squaring her shoulders to the backboard. Dike does such a nice job moving that ball around. It never stays in one spot very long.
Right in Pilcher's hand on the turnover.
Yep, makes it really tough on the defense, but nice job by the Jayhawks there getting that one.
Baseline, and Jesup just keeps trying to push that inside. Almost resistant of that outside shot.
Well, they just haven't had much success with it tonight.
Under 10 seconds. We'll have halftime, review some scoring, and then get a cheer display on the floor. And that shouldn't have happened. Ellie Foster gets a layup right at the end, as she'll finish with 8 points in that first half. Here's how scoring so far is, with our halftime being 37-15. Jesup. Leading scorer Brittany Lingenfelter, a three-pointer and a field goal. She's at 5. Treptow with 3. You've got Brittany Lingenfelter, like I said, with 5. Also, I guess Treptow has 5 in there as well. 1 point for Bree. Other side, 17 points right now for Weber. 8 for Knock. Leading scorer so far in the season has been Foster. She's held to 8 right now. Let's turn it over to the floor. You can check out the Jesup cheerleaders and their clinic participants from this week. All right, good job by the Jesup cheer squad as they get a chance to
Don't forget they're selling cookies.
get Jesup's future cheer squad out there, and that program really has evolved, Luke.
Yeah, it's every time they bring a group out here. Earlier this winter, they had a huge group of elementary age kids. I think there was like 7,000 of them out here in the gym, and which was cool because they also brought all their parents and grandparents and really packed the house. And then tonight, these look like maybe middle school age girls, so it's kind of neat to see the program grow at the different levels. And to your point, that program has evolved in a big way, and numbers continue to grow.
Did get a message on YouTube from Deb Knutson. She says the game's boring, but at least we're entertaining. So
okay.
She's checking in from California. Anyway, 4:18 to go at halftime. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second half action. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology.
Shut up and sit down.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
Welcome back as we are set for second half action here very shortly on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology, as Jesup trailing right now to Dike-New Hartford by a score of 37-15. Leading score right now for Dike-New Hartford, looking at 17 points. for Weber. And looks like starting lineups will remain out there, Luke, as they start to hit the floor for the second half.
Well, with any luck, we'll see a different version of our Jayhawks on the floor in this second half.
Dike-New Hartford 14-1 overall, 12-0 in conference play. Jayhawks 13-3, 9-3 in the NICL East. Treptow. Jesup going towards that north basket now.
Early foul. That's going to go against Foster.
Her first personal, team's first foul of the half.
Treptow to take it out on the far side there.
There's so many of these World's Chocolate bars down in the concession stand for the band trip, and I put mine in my pocket and I sat on it.
Yeah, that's
so I'll
hey,
get
man,
over it.
Just softens it up for you.
I guess.
Leave it outside for 10 minutes,
yeah.
probably will do. Oh, nice step through by Brittany Lingenfelter. I thought there was a travel there, but
yeah, I think they maybe thought the same way.
Nice strip by Bree Lingenfelter. Unfortunately, it went out of bounds. Dike-New Hartford will retain possession, but that's a good sign for the Jayhawks. Get those hands active.
Wolverines find their way inside the paint. Shot up and good for Weber. Take her to 19, 7-minute mark. This zone really pushing Jesup out on that offense. Treptow wide open.
Too strong, man.
Ball's loose. Oh, gets by McCone and gets by Bree, and there's a fast break the other end of the floor for Katie Knock.
We just can't catch a break here. I mean, we had two girls that were going to pick up that loose ball, and they ran into each other.
Treptow, nice little jumper.
Too easy, Nate.
Hoffman, little bunny she had, turned around. Jesup having to make some quick passes.
Oh, Laney, take that in. It's going to be a trip. Oh,
hung up on the travel. Upper body got ahead of her feet.
Fly hard, checks in for McCone.
That's third personal foul against McCone.
Knock in for Elderts. Ellery Knock, the younger of the two.
First jump possession of the ball game. It will point the arrow to the left. Dike-New Hartford will have it. Foster calling up Hoffman. Push in. Wow. Weber is just everywhere she needs to be.
Yeah.
21 for her now.
That's a tough guard.
Bree with Treptow.
Take it to the rack.
A lot of passing tonight.
I just drive a gap and try to draw the foul.
Yeah, they're really in that three-point offense.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten a foul most of the times that we take it in there.
Will be Jesup's ball. Hoffman. Actually, that'll be Foster. She'll have her second personal. Brittany will have to bring that ball out. Switching up the offense a little bit. Treptow guts in, and the ball slips out.
Yep. I like it, though. It's going to stay here. Gets us a better opportunity to actually make a basket than just passing around the edge. That 2-3 zone is just, they move too good. There's nothing open out there.
Quale in the game now for Dike-New Hartford. And, Flaharty, she had some of those shots Tuesday night against Denver.
Yeah, Flaharty.
Nice little down low shots.
She does a great job. If she gets her body turned and her shoulders squared, she's got a really good shot. It's when she gets ahead of herself and, sometimes she throws it up there half cocked, and that's when things don't go well for her.
Pilcher unable to push that far enough. 4 minutes, third period. Quale, free throw line, going to dish that off, going to the hoop. A lay-in knock. Ellery knock. Alexis Larson will enter the game. Third personal foul against Flaharty.
Knock makes her second. Wolverines still in that full court press. 2-1-2.
Force a pass. Lingenfelter in the paint. Foul down low. Larson, I believe.
Larson from behind, got her on the arm. 2 fouls apiece. 2 team fouls apiece in this third quarter.
Full court press. At least with Treptow. Applying pressure to that point guard, Foster. Spinning out of legs, three-point shot.
See, that's just
right place, right time. For
yeah,
Weber.
I mean, you just cannot catch a break. And then we turn it over. It's a tough thing about these games. I mean, there's not a Jayhawk on this court that wants the game to be going right now. We stand up here and wonder why we're doing this, not doing that, whatever, and it's, I mean, we got the easy job. They're the ones that are out there busting their tails trying to figure out how to get out of this, how to be successful, how to get some more points on the board. And so I know there's no lack of will down there. It's just, so far it's been one of those nights where there's just nothing going our way.
And especially when you've had the week they've had with a nice win, a tight win against Denver, competitive win, and then big win last night at Wapsie Valley.
Yeah,
they're used to playing a certain way.
Yeah, and there's nobody that's going to tell me Jesup's not a better team than what we're seeing here tonight. I guarantee they are. If we played this game 10 times, you wouldn't see this game again, I don't believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily they're overmatched.
No.
It's like I think their legs are running a little weak from 2 games this week, and I think there's just some sort of mental block that's not letting them play their game.
Right, and that's not taking anything from Dike. I mean, Dike is an outstanding team. I mean, they've got a ton of athletes on this team. And, you play the game 10 times, maybe they'd win it 10 times. I don't know, but I don't believe we would see this game again. This is not the Jesup Jayhawks that we're used to seeing. Natalie O'Connor into the game for the Jayhawks, usually a firecracker on defense, so maybe she'll be a little spark for us.
Well, you've been waiting for her to come out there.
Bless you. I like how you kindly mute yourself, Nate, and then I still say bless you so everybody out there knows that you sneeze.
I was waiting for number 2 to come my way. It didn't happen.
That big of a sneeze, huh? You were getting number 2? Wow.
Second sneeze.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not
misunderstood.
I'm not that age yet.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, matter of time. Ball away, cross midcourt. O'Connor using her speed, trying to keep up with her. And Dike-New Hartford continues to keep Foster in that game. Leading scorer, who averages 16, is now up to 10. Not really, Luke up by 29, really have not gone to their bench much, or very deep anyway.
No. And I wouldn't expect them to. I mean, for fourth quarter fires off, maybe they'll go to the bench, but if you're a starter, you've earned that position, and just because you've got a lead doesn't mean that you don't deserve the minutes you've earned. So I have no problem with them leaving their starters in, but I would guess by the fourth quarter they'll probably go more to the bench and get some of those other players some time.
Left side off the top of the board, no good. Treptow pulls that down. O'Connor give to Treptow. She knows where she needs to be. Good self-court awareness for Treptow.
Nice pass by Weber. Abigail Sohn with the easy bucket. That wasn't Weber, by the way, was it? That was Foster? Is that who that was?
Yeah. McCone. She still has yet to.
There you go. O'Connor with the rebound, put back.
So McCone still waiting to score tonight, although O'Connor right there for it. Right to it, doesn't work. There's McCone, pulled down the board. Treptow. Take that right-handed dribble, cross midcourt. Brittany. Short, McComb there to rebound it. Ooh, almost on that line. Can't find the right pass.
I think Katie Knock got a piece of that Lingenfelter 3-ball. Weber back into the game. She's going to finally give Foster a breather. That's going to give Katie Knock the chance to play a little point guard for the Wolverines. Amanda Treptow strips it.
Walks that baseline. Going to take it down to O'Connor. Under 30 seconds, third period. Ball blocked. Treptow on her own.
Coming behind.
Weber right behind her.
That was like the monster coming in behind you that you don't know is there. Props to Weber offering that helping hand off the ground.
Fourth team foul.
Amanda Treptow gets the first. See if she can make it a pair. As we see Ellie Foster about to check back in, and she will right now.
13 for her right now. Amanda Treptow been the Jayhawks leading scorer at 15 per game.
Ellie Foster replaces the freshman Ellery Knock.
We strike that, averaging 12 and a half.
Oh, nice block by Treptow. Got the two-handed swat in there. .3 left to play in the half. Weber with 3, no good, nothing.
Final shot not going to happen. 52-29 as we end the third period. After that first period, Jesup down 18-5. Dike-New Hartford had a big second quarter, 19-10 advantage there, and Jesup pretty even in that third period with them, 15-14, but Jesup still trying to fight back. And like you said, Luke, anticipate seeing some changes here as the fourth period goes along for Dike-New Hartford's lineup.
Yeah, they will eventually. I don't know if they'll do it at the start of the quarter or not. I mean, I guarantee that Coach Dahl knows that his group only outscored us by a basket in that third quarter, and we saw much better defense out of the Jayhawks in that third quarter. So I anticipate him coming out with some version of his starting lineup, which he does, and then probably within 2-3 minutes we'll start seeing them
Good luck
exiting the game.
Good luck to high school wrestling over at conference meet tomorrow up at Denver. Postseason beginning for the Grapplers.
That's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Good for them.
February 1st tomorrow.
That's crazy. In a short month. No, a long month. A long February, right?
Well, yeah, you got the extra day in there.
Leap year.
Dike-New Hartford, quick score.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to the wrestlers.
Coach Gross has done a good job involving that squad this year. Picked up a dual victory last week. And Grundy Center AP was the squad that they beat, if I remember right. Brittany.
I try not to say too much about wrestling because two things happen. One, I make myself sound like a fool. And two, I do our wrestlers a disservice because I don't know enough about wrestling to talk anywhere close to educated about it. But I respect the heck out of those kids and the sport as a whole, and I wish them all the best as they enter postseason here.
Jesup will turn that over. Treptow, actually McCone, tried to stop that. Jumped on it, rolled a little bit, gave her the travel. Last quarter of play. Straight on three-pointer, right in the net for Katie Knock. Seven minutes.
Alexis Larson checks in with the scorer's table. Entering the game at the next dead ball, as will Allison Flayhardy, as we see Amanda Treptow drive the lane. Doesn't get the roll. Quickly back the other way. I don't know, you remember the Denver game from earlier in the week, the Denver boys game? It's kind of got that feel to it, doesn't it?
It has.
It's
Definitely
just
has.
like their train got rolling early and it just continued to pick up speed, and we were never really able to get ours on the tracks.
Coming up, girls basketball team will turn around quick Monday night over to Columbus Catholic in Waterloo. Tuesday night, it's a rescheduled game that was supposed to take place on the 24th. Last Friday, that'll be AP on Tuesday night on the road, and then final home game will be 1 week from tonight, senior night against Union, and I won't be here. It'll be Luke and a mystery guest for the girls' game, and then Luke and Jason Pilcher for the boys' game. So
yeah, be good.
Pull it in the garage.
It's been a while since I've called anything with Jason, so that'll be fun. And I don't know about the girls. It'll either be me alone or, I've been trying to think of somebody that I could.
I got to get your old man up here. Can you climb him up the stairs?
No.
Larry, Larry up here.
I will not allow him to climb those stairs.
How about Rhoda? You can bring Rhoda up here?
No. She wouldn't. She wouldn't even try. She's smarter than that.
Oh, she'd love it.
Oh, I didn't say she wouldn't love it. We could hoist him up, Anthony. Oh, Dad, he would make the effort in a heartbeat, but he's already missing enough parts. He doesn't need to come up here. Heck, I worry about myself crawling up that ladder.
Is it his leg or lack of fingers you worry about?
Either one.
Or just combination?
He's no spring chicken anymore either.
Hoffman with a basket. I see Dave Wine down there running numbers, even though he's out tonight. He's got the flu in the boys' game. He won't see the floor. He was out last night, and Joe said he won't be here tonight. Senior guard.
Qualley back into the game. Foster out. Gotta think that's maybe the last we'll see of Foster for the night.
You would hope.
But I guess I won't hold my breath on that. Treptow looks to the inside for Flahardy. Pass to Larson. I call it foul. Is that going to go? Who's that going against? That knock? Oh no, foul on Larson?
I guess we're still trying to clarify. It was Flahardy or Larson? I think that's what they're trying to figure out.
I'm not sure how Larson could have committed that foul.
Wide open underneath the basket.
Man,
Hoffman found her way. Treptow just doesn't have the steam.
it's just, yeah. The fire's burning strong at this point.
Brittany keeps rolling. Kick it out to Bree. Larson tried the three.
Get in there.
Needs
there
it.
You go.
She was focused on that one.
Man, we needed that in a big way. Watch the baseline there. Weber will take a seat. McCone back into the game. We're going to see Landfair and looks like Sohn will be back into the game. Oh, she's taking the ball out. Okay, she's not waiting. It's just too easy, Nate.
Larson again.
Short on the second attempt.
Dike-New Hartford come out of tonight. They got a game tomorrow. They'll be at home against Osage. And then Monday night, home with Appleton Parkersburg. On the 6th, they'll play Union. And then they'll finish with Columbus. And then they've got cross-conference game with West Marshall on the 13th before postseason begins.
I don't know much about Osage. The AP game should be a good one. AP always, they don't have the team this year that they've had in the past, but still a lot of talent on that team and can be very effective on any given night.
Goes back to Larson in that corner. McCone, 3 for Treptow, attempting.
Got it.
So that's 16. Still at 19-point margin. McCone's tried to save it, but her foot went out of bounds on the step.
Somebody in the crowd yelled, "Good hustle." I concur.
Leah Borgerding in. Natalie O'Connor. Treptow will sit down the last 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Qualley dishes it off. O'Connor. She's going to pickpocket.
Oh, don't stop there, Natalie.
Nice handle on that for Larson, out of bounds.
Good look by Borgerding inside.
Ellery knocked it out.
Taylor Haynes, first time into the game for Taylor, I believe.
Top to O'Connor. And Pilcher is going to try and push one up.
This has not been Laney's night here offensively. She's had a few that have rolled around a bit.
It's be the 3rd personal foul, I believe, against Hoffman. 7th team foul. Pilcher free throw. Off the rim, no good.
Mashik into the game for the Jayhawks. Mashik, a senior for the squad. We'll be honoring her next Friday, along with McCone, Flayhardy, Lingenfelter, and Borgerding.
Hoffman to go right side. Lanfear's open. O'Connor giving a run for the money, but Lanfear follows it in.
Coach Dahl wants a timeout. Talk things over with, well, maybe not. Did you not hear timeout? I thought I heard a timeout. Am I hearing? Apparently I'm hearing things.
I heard takedown.
Okay.
Camille three-pointer for Lanfear, no good.
Must be that high
Post
blood
up.
pressure.
Borderline high blood pressure.
Coach Jordan going all the way down to the end of his bench. We're going to get a couple freshmen in here, and Kylie Winter and Mackenzie Butters.
Yeah, and there hasn't been too many opportunities for these underclassmen to get much playing time. Not enough girls for a full JV.
Chloe Shipper in for the Wolverines. Yeah, it's unfortunate. They just don't have the numbers to play those JV games, which is tough when you're trying to prepare those younger ones for varsity. The only thing that the best way to prepare for the future is playing today, and they're just not getting those games, which is unfortunate. So hopefully that'll change next year. Maybe we get the numbers up and get back to the way it's supposed to be.
Mashik with the score. She followed up on that rebound. Under 2 minutes. Lanfear to the free throw line.
Rebound by Winter.
If you're following along on Facebook Live or YouTube, new event will come up. We'll close out this one on the girls' end, and there'll be a new event posted. You have to click on again to rejoin. On local cable channel 400, just sit tight. It'll be coming your way shortly. Borgerding gets a handle on it, gets it back towards Jesup.
Head up, Borgerding. You had one wide open there.
Kylie Winter, O'Connor, three-pointer. Almost tried to bank it. Butters trying to get in there too. Mashik takes it away. Fast break for her. Senior.
Got
4
it.
points tonight.
Got it. Good for her. Took the length of the court. Athlete playing aggressive defense until the end here. Does get herself a foul.
Free throw attempt by Adelissa Sohn.
Rebound O'Connor. Weaves through the defenders up to Butters.
Mashik tries to post up.
Draws a foul. See if she can't put another couple on the board here. A little short on the first. As we see the Jayhawk and Wolverine boys, not Bulls, waiting in the wings. Mashik does get the second, so she's got 3 to her name tonight. 5. Make that 5. I missed a shot in there, Nate.
She's all right with that.
"20 seconds to go. Feed inside. Trying to hit Shipper. Unable to connect.
Mashik, in and out, last 10 seconds.
Wolverines gonna
hang on to the last one, and that's it. Game is over. 66 to 40. 66 to 40 is that final. As Jesup Jayhawks will go on a regular season record, it will drop to 13-4 overall. Dike-New Hartford stays positive, 15-1, as Jesup will move into play again on Monday. Leading scorer for the Jayhawks, Amanda Treptow with 16, 23 for Weber for Dike-New Hartford. Coming up, we will have the boys game. Jesup and Dike-New Hartford boys coming up here very shortly on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. For Luke Baldwin, Anthony Baugh, and Eric Clark, as well as Tony Lang, our executive producer. Again, final score tonight to Jesup. Girls winning 66. Jesup girls losing tonight to Dike-New Hartford 66 to 40. You can watch this entire game on replay and other events on YouTube, as well as the video section on our Facebook page, the Jayhawk Sports Network. Everybody, have a great evening and go Jayhawks.